Hi guys, it's PC Crypto here, and today I'm going to talk about the newest article from Zeneca. Zeneca is one of the great writers on Twitter. He has his own collection of Zeneca Academy, Zen Academy, which I highly recommend. Of course, always do your own research, but it's a great community for learning about NFTs and more. And he has his newsletter out there in the public. It's free. And basically, in the newest newsletter, he talks about the impossible expectations of different crypto projects, particularly NFT. Because recently there was this thing where he analyzes the case of the Peru and moonbirds. There was this nesting procedure in moonbirds, and basically people were expecting different kind of rewards, and the only thing they got in the end were some kind of stickers, socks, a baseball cap, and so on. So the thing that was worth basically something around $70 at most. And people were expecting like a gift for a bunch of ETH at the very least. And he talks about the hard thing for founders of managing different expectations. Especially, he talks about how there's this dynamic that if you mint something for free, then your entry point is basically zero. And if you buy something of the secondary for a couple of ETH, as was for example the case with recently Goblin Town or potatoes, I guess, from Memland, then basically you have a different entry point, and there's really a mismatch of expectations from people who got later on into the project than the people who got at the very early stage. The same for the Bored Apes Yacht Club, basically. So if you bought a bike when it was at 0.08 ETH, then there's a huge difference if you bought it for like 1 ETH or if you bought it just recently for around 100 ETH. And you have different expectations of what should come next. And now the problem with that is, of course, that the team does get something if you buy off the secondary. There's always this creator's fee, which is a great thing, but still that is a small amount of money compared to the general sale. So it's like a couple of percent. And the problem is that if you paid really a lot, then you expect to get much bigger reward in the end time. And he talks about the thing that basically 90% of people in crypto or in NFTs are here to make money. There's of course a minority who are here for the art. People like Dingaling, who has who never sold, who has a collection out there in the public collecting art and other things, or Pranksy, which of course sold a lot of his things to fuel that collection building, but other than that, he's a great collector. Cosimo de Medici and a bunch of other guys who basically are here for the art, for finding awesome artists, and in a way elevating them, using their own voice, their own platform to show their works around. And that's a great case. But yeah, most of the people are definitely to make money in some way, one way or another. And because of the perspective, the time horizon in crypto is much shorter than usual investments. They expect something to happen within the couple of weeks or couple of months. And it's really hard to manage that. So the conclusion of the article is actually that there's no good model right now for how the founders should proceed when, for example, the price action goes sideways, or basically if the price action is tanking. There's also no way for founders to exit in a good way. We always talk in a crypto about rugging, about the soft rug or hard rug. So soft rug is basically just disappearing to a certain extent, but not deleting everything. And hard rock is basically taking all the money, deleting all your social media, and basically disappearing into thin air, and you've never heard of it again. So those are the two most common solutions, which shows also how early you are in building blockchain projects, in building blockchain economy, because there should be many more ways for founders to walk away from the project. For example, giving the project back to the community together with some kind of incentive to keep on going. And we have to think about it. We have to work on that in order to make those models. They won't be made by themselves. And definitely people will fail, but we should be trying to find something great, because it will only inspire the new generation of builders, of creators to come into the blockchain space, into the Web3, and try to create something of their own. So generally, I'll recommend this text. I will link that in the description, and I will be discussing also other articles by Zeneca. Also, I plan on discussing some of the threads by Punk6529, as well as a couple other people, because I find that interesting, and I want to mix these meta philosophical things. As well as daily news on this YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next episode.